I'm going to give you behind the scene access to a meeting between me and my head of marketing. He's going to be updating me on a potential client that we're trying to secure for our Righteous and Rich marketing and sales services. And this client is very important to me because they own 3 museums in Mecca and Medina. And we are hopefully going to be doing the marketing for these museums so people who are going to Umrah can basically benefit from there. So the reason I wanted to share this with you is because a lot of you guys want to see behind the scenes how we run our sales and marketing agency so that you guys can have an inside look at how you can do the same stuff for your own businesses. So without any further ado, we're going to see what he has to say and what the update's going to be. And in case you guys are wondering how you can benefit from our sales and marketing services, just go to the link below and you can book a call with one of our consultants. Brother Idris, you're going to be hearing speak, is actually an amazing consultant that we have. He helped grow an e-commerce website in the Middle East to $10 million plus yearly. So they definitely know what they're talking about. They can help you with a strategy call. And if at the end of that strategy call, we can show you a marketing and sales plan that will help you make some money, you can go ahead and take it and implement it yourself. Or you can say, Righteous and Rich guys, we want you to implement this for us. And we will say, we are honored. And we'll be honored to do so as long as your movements are halal. With that said, let's see what Idris has to say. Just going to quickly check in with Brother Idris, who is our head of marketing and also one of our elite consultants at Righteous and Rich. There's a client we're trying to get, man, who's got a museum in Mecca and Medina. And I really want to get this client because it's a museum where they teach you, you know, the life of the Prophet ﷺ, and they teach you Tawheed and Aqeedah. You know, a lot of people, they come to Mecca and Medina and they don't necessarily know what's right and what's wrong. So I will serve any client who does anything in a halal way. Like one of our clients, he's got a supplements brand. One of our clients, Alam Barik, halal real estate. Another client, for example, teaches people how to fundraise for startups. But you know, there's something about these type of clients that really, man, hits home. So I really want to get this client. So Idris had a call with the prospect today. And you know, dealing with guys that are from the West who live in the Middle East is different to dealing with guys who are actually from the Middle East. The culture is a bit different. So I didn't actually have the confidence to put together the proposal for the CEO because I know how to talk to someone from the West. Here, things are a little bit different. So Idris has got a crazy amount, I think almost half a decade experience operating at the highest level in the Middle East. He even helped bring certain brands from the USA over to the Middle East. So, and like Blow in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait and, you know, like in the whole of the MENA region. So, yeah, I said, listen, my guy's gonna talk to your guys. So this is a brother who actually used to watch my videos from the Dawah days, and he wanted to connect with us on that level. May Allah reward him, you know. I mean, but yeah, let's see how the call went, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, bro.
Well, Sam, bro, how you doing?
I'm good, akhi, man. How things?
I'm good. How's the lunch thing today?
Yeah, it was good, man. Yeah, I think there's a potential prospect that we got definitely today. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, good. So your theme from the museums.
Uh-huh.
They're obviously a lot more corporate than maybe any other client that we probably dealt with before.
Exactly.
There's 2 sides to his brief.
Uh-huh.
Side number 1 is my area, which is the paid activity, etc.
Uh-huh.
The second area is he's looking for that on-ground support to deliver with traditional marketing. And he mentioned that you said that's something that we can support with.
No, unless he's talking about through Umrah companies, as in connecting him to Umrah companies.
So yeah, connecting to Umrah companies, but let's say they want to get a billboard in Saudi airport or an idea like that. The other piece is that they're looking to grow their visibility and increase footfall to their museums, which is fine. But they've got no ticketing system where you buy tickets online. So it'd be very difficult to kind of measure the performance of their activity.
Okay.
But they are looking at launching an app, or they are going to be launching an app soon where people can buy tickets. So we can direct traffic to people to download the app and buy tickets.
Okay.
So there is a possibility there. But I wanted to pick up with you just so I can clarify with him, because I thought you might have other contacts that can do like traditional marketing, which might be like leaflets or billboards or things like that, but I'm assuming that isn't the case.
And I think it will be diminishing returns for them as well, because you can do so much more with the digital side of things.
Well, I think that the challenge with the digital side of things is this, right? In Saudi, we can do campaigns to get people to go, right, to the museum. That's one thing, right? In other countries, what we would do, you can look at people's cookies, and let's say someone's visited the Visit Saudi website. We would target everyone regardless of their location, with ads about the museum that has visited websites that are Saudi related. Does that make sense? So therefore, I've visited this Visit Saudi page. Therefore, I've either got an interest or I'm already going to Saudi. Therefore, I'm going to book this trip. Or book this extra activity whilst I'm there doing Umrah or Hajj or whatever, right? Because no one's going to travel just for the museum, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So that's the angle from a digital ads perspective.
A couple other things as well, though, right? You can, based on geolocations.
Yes, based on geolocations, but if I'm targeting a bunch of people in the UK and they've got no interest in going to Saudi...
No, but I'm talking about guys in Saudi. So if you put a pin, for example, where the masjid is in Mecca or Medina, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty familiar with like the behavior of people that go to Umrah. So what people will often do is they'll go there and then they'll search museum. Is there a museum to go to?
Saudi's covered. So Saudi's easy.
Yeah.
So it's about how do we get people that are in Saudi to visit, and then the second challenge, how do we get people that are coming from outside of the country that are coming to Saudi to make this part of their itinerary?
So the thing is, most people who are around the masjid area are going to be outside of Saudi. They won't be people from Saudi, like in the Mecca Medina area.
Yeah, that's where they're based. That's where the museums are, right in Mecca. So
right. So what happens? People when they come to Umrah, like internationally from wherever they're coming, then they'll search on Google local museums because it's like a common activity. People will search it on Google.
Yeah.
Number two, even if they're not interested on Google, like okay, they might just be, you know, in the lobby of the hotel on Instagram, they see an ad. Assalamu alaikum, like Mecca, have you checked out?
Yeah, but also like they might search things to do in Mecca or things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to advertise to people in Saudi that are in that area constantly.
Yeah.
But then also there's the opportunity, because he was showing me like he's got some really good data in terms of some decks he's done. He's worked in consulting, so he's a very intelligent.
Allah barik, yeah, mashallah.
He's been around. Very intelligent guy, very passionate guy. I really enjoyed the call with him. And he's looking at data like, okay, out of all the people that have come in the museums, what percentage were Indonesian, what were British, what were Pakistani, where they come from, essentially. They take that information when someone walks through the door.
Yeah.
So they're also looking at when these people are planning their trips or are coming over, how do we get these people to make these museums as part of their itinerary? So there's two sides of the ads. There's the ads of the people that are already in Mecca, and then there's the ads for the people that are planning or are going to Mecca.
So you know what it is? I feel like to get it in people's itinerary when they're coming to Mecca, it'll probably be easier to connect them to Umrah companies, because we've got a database of Umrah companies, right? Umrah service to operators, like for days.
Yeah.
Those guys easy can just, you know, that's like a low-hanging fruit. Just add this to your itinerary. I think it's 15 riyal or something like that. You know the price of getting...
No, it's nothing. It's nothing. Peanuts.
Exactly.
Like even if the Umrah companies bought this, tickets from them and said, you get a free museum ticket as part of booking a package of us.
Exactly.
They're all looking at differentiating, right?
Exactly. And then the guys that are there, like I think it would be super easy to get guys who are already in the haram to attend. Like, because these, you know, there's so much that happens there. Having one of those ads, hey, you're in Mecca, have you visited, you know, so-and-so museum?
Yeah.
People won't be expecting that.
So I think there is that element of, there definitely is a desire from them though to do advertising outside of Saudi as well for it.
Okay.
Because the people that are funding it, they're not doing it for profit, but it can't be a money pit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Of course.
And they have a desire to get Saudi out there and etc. Like a lot of people do.
He mentioned.
Like a lot of Saudis do.
He mentioned.
Yeah. So there definitely is a desire for them to do ads outside of Saudi.
Big time.
But you're going to need Google ads and you're going to need social media ads.
Yeah. Anyways, the key value add as well here, it's not the key value, but one thing that they'll also get with us is that we intimately understand the mindset and the behavior of people that come to Umrah. Because we were in that industry for years. And we helped out over 50 companies. So whoever they get is not going to be able to, I would doubt they'll be able to.
They're not going to have the contact list that you have.
Yeah.
But if they do hire someone that's in Saudi that is been working in marketing in Saudi, they will have the contacts for the offline stuff, which I don't think we have.
Which we don't have, correct, yeah. I think it'd be worthwhile speaking to Faisal, mate, because I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve. He must know someone who knows someone.
He will know someone.
If we make a good case, they'll be able to dish out more. I'm sure they will. The starting price that you mentioned is never really your final price.
Agreed. That I don't disagree on at all, especially with the type of business that they are.
Yeah.
But I think if they're going to pay more, they're going to expect end-to-end all marketing.
Yeah. So, one second. This Sufyan just wanted to say something. Sorry.
I just wanted to ask, what's actually on display in the museum?
And the museum, it's a Sira museum, if I'm not mistaken.
Museum,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's also in a primary location. They got 2 museums in Mecca. One's on top of Jabal Nur, where the cave is where the Prophet was. You know, it's in like a prime location, like.
And they have like artifacts, different things.
I think it's more of like in the museum.
It's more educational.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll showcase the story. They're good. I've been to these type of museums before. They're really good.
I think why not like even organic would be.
Organic would be massive.
Yeah, something English. Like just have somebody who speaks English and
they do. If they're doing it right, they'll probably have an English tour guide, an Indonesian tour guide.
Yeah,
there you go.
They've got tour guide that speak multiple languages.
So look, so that's one thing that we can do. Then we can send Sufyan over to record some crazy content with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we can provide the organic side of things.
I don't think the digital or the content conversation is the issue. The issue here is the fact that they're looking for traditional marketing as well as part of this package.
So you know what you do? I think we just need to make a case for why that would not be anywhere near as beneficial as this, and why that could actually be diminishing returns. Like we don't live in a digital age.
In all honesty, I think they need both. They need both.
Do you think so?
If they're gonna, yeah. I think. Imagine you go to Mecca or you land at the airport or all that kind of stuff, and you're seeing these really cool billboards and things like that. You're already planting it in someone's mind. Do you know what I mean? Think Museum of the Future and that type of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Museum of the Future is able to pull people in because of what it looks like.
But then
don't get me wrong, their museums look amazing as well, right?
But they're gonna have to put money down then, bro. Like to be able to advertise in the airport. You're right, it would be great. Have a nice ad there with a QR code or something. But they're gonna have to put money down.
I think their marketing spend. I need to ask him this question as a follow-up. I'm gonna send him a follow-up email to be like get a few questions answered to find out what his media spend is gonna be and things like that. But they definitely want traditional marketing. And when he said to me that you said that we can cover everything, so I was like, look. I don't want to promise you something that we can't do, but what I can tell you from my side is the digital element and the e-commerce element we can take care of.
Okay.
Let me speak to Imran and see if he's got something for that offline piece.
You know what? Speak to Faisal, see if he's got something. I'm sure he does. And whether they have the budget for or not, we can say, look, let's take it in stages. Stage 1, let's do this. Let's show you some progress. Let's get some more data. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some quick wins. And then after that, once you see results, then we can jump into this.
Yeah, that's the fair point as well. Phase approach. I'll speak to Faisal. He's in the UK at the moment. I'll drop him a message and find out.
Okay. All right, man. Appreciate the update, man. I'll catch up with you tomorrow, inshallah.
Sounds good. Inshallah.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay, take care.
Okay,
Alaikum salam. Yeah, man, this stuff, it's an interesting game, man. Before, we used to put out an ad, get someone on sales call, closing there and then. Now the sales cycle is a little bit longer. You've got to have like, sometimes a 2-call close, sometimes a 3-call close. Because the caliber of clients that we're dealing with right now is a lot higher. So yeah, man, inshallah, make dua to Allah Azza wa Jalla, we get this contract. I don't even necessarily want this contract because of the money. Like, we're getting clients, alhamdulillah. I just want this contract because it's like, yo, it's a museum in Mecca and Medina. Who wouldn't want that, you know what I'm saying? So alhamdulillah, man. Yeah, I thought I'd just give you a little insight into what we're doing. If anyone's interested in getting our services, that right there is Brother Idris. If you want to have a call with him or one of our other elite consultants, we'll arrange a call with you absolutely free if you are interested in getting some marketing help with e-commerce. Maybe you're selling a SaaS product. Maybe you have a coaching service, and it could be anything. We're talking SEO, Google ads, Meta ads. We're talking whatever the weather, right? If you need some help, some support, branding strategy, how to build an organic social media brand, content creation, all that good stuff, just click on the link below and book a call. The call will be cancelled and it will be disqualified if you're not making at least 5k a month. If you're making 5k a month, we can arrange that call. And what they'll do is, as you can see, these guys know what they're talking about. Just jump on a call and just give you some advice on a strategy that can help you grab some low-hanging fruits and see some quick wins, and also tell you a bit more about our service. And if it makes sense, we can take you on as a client and we can help take your market into the next level as well, inshallah ta'ala. As you can see, our team now is operating on a very high level. This brother that I was just speaking to right now, Brother Idris, Allah Barak, he, with Allah was just permission, led and grew an e-commerce brand here in the Middle East to $10 million a year. Do you understand? So that's the team that we put together to be able to serve you. So check out the link below. With that said, may Allah bless you, make dua for us. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.